Well, I just don't know what to do anymore. I pray, I talk to God. I don't do it every day. I don't do it all the time. I'm not perfect, but I try. I just don't know what to do anymore. It's really hard when you have an autistic son, you have a husband or that's disabled, and when your income is not enough, and when you're not working yourself, it's really hard. I haven't made a video, and I call my videos recovery. Recovery from what? And like I always say, I don't know what. I know that I've become depressed. I know that I've become angry. I know that I've become these things. So I can't say that, sure, that's secondary. I'd be recovering from those things, but recovery from what? It's anger, I guess, and childhood troubles. It's probably what it is. I'm at a standstill. I'm at a hard point in my life. I'm at a real deep something in my life. I'm in a big jam, and God works, but I would think it was God. I mean, I got a call from my job today that, well, my old job that is offering the job back, but the problem is it's only half the pay, and it's wear and tear on the car, and the car's already messed up, and I got a call that one day after that. See, I didn't know the call was on my phone originally from my old job. And then the next day, a lady called me from another place and asked me to sub her out, and I told her yeah, and I didn't know that my old job had called, and so they're offering part of my job back, and what do I do? I mean, yes, I need something. I'm here. We're not surviving. We don't have any food. We need a roof. I don't know what to say anymore, and it's gotten really bad. And I thought it was bad before, and I guess as it gets worse and worse, I have to thank God even more for when it wasn't this bad. I guess you got to get to see the really bad before you know what's good. But when a lot of times you would think that when you had it good, you never reached rock bottom, and so you wouldn't know how bad it is. So I mean, it goes both ways. But I found myself getting depressed because next door the house is sold. It's been almost 6 years sitting empty, and they're getting a new roof put on it and stuff, and we need a roof terribly. We've had a tarp on it for at least 6 months, and it's been leaking for, like I said, 2-3. I mean, we had signs of leaking when we moved in 6 years ago. So 2010 in May is when we got the house. When you can't afford things, and then see things get worse, and the damage in the home is so bad, and that's when my breathing is worse, and the kid's been not breathing. He's been wheezing terribly. I'm not kidding you, every day, to where it worries me, and we don't even have any money to take him into the doctor because he doesn't even have any medical right now. I've been waiting and waiting, and I told you about that in the other videos, that they had knocked him off Social Security, knocked him off his Medicaid, and I applied at Medicaid, and then a month and a half later I called to find the status, and Medicaid sent it to the wrong file, so they denied us. And these things are just really hard and crazy, but I do want to thank the people that have helped us, and I want them to know how much I appreciate it. But in the meantime, I don't know what I should do, if I should take that old job back or not, because it's just such a terrible job. It's such a terrible job, and I don't have any experience from all these years. I've been doing the same kind of line of work, delivery, for the past 10 years, and I'm an independent contractor, and I'm my own damn reference. I don't have any references. My boss doesn't give references out. But we're having a really hard time, and we're in the really biggest jam that I think that we've ever been in. And mentioned the foreclosure thing. I have the money sitting there for the foreclosure. $3,800. I have it right now exactly. Okay, but you see what I'm saying? What do? I go pay that. Sure, you got to save your home, but we don't even have food as it is, and everything else. And you might sit and think that I'm complaining, and maybe it is complaining, but I have to do these videos, like I said, to help myself and hear myself and remember. But on a side note, they were doing the roof next door, and I walked out in the backyard, and he says, "Hey honey, I'm so sorry, we got stuff over on your side of the fence, and can I go over there and pick it up?" I said, "It's okay, I'll pick it up." And he goes, "All right, just whip it over the fence." But I got a chance to talk to him. And what I did find out is about our roof. We have this real flat edge and on the back, and that's where it's leaking. And like I thought, it wasn't done right. We didn't know that when we moved in. And it needs this underlayment called Grace on it, or that back half needs to be done in metal, and it wasn't done properly. And so I thanked him and appreciated the info he gave me, but he said he'll go as low as $3,500. That's just to fix half of this house, and we don't have it. So I took his number down, and he took mine, and he said it will be fine for a while with the tarp on, but the tarp's been on for a good 6 months, and I don't know. I guess you could keep putting tarps on, really. I mean, seriously, it costs $100 for 2 at Harbor Freight, and then hell with it, man. Before winter comes, maybe we'll put one more up. I mean, it's just stupid. But if I could fix it, I would. Even if I was working, I wouldn't even have enough money. But I'm making these videos to help myself and for anybody else that it might help. And I really appreciate you watching. And stay beautiful, stay you, and I love you.